Good evening, young scholars. Welcome again to my second presentation on the other course, which is short essay. First, I was surprised to have a course with this title offered for postgraduate students. So, at this level, you are expected to study the traditional five paragraph essay, that's long essay and report writing. But postgraduate students are not expected to study short essay. This is something that is expected of maybe the bachelor degree, and even offered as earlier stages of teaching writing, that is a second level or first level sometimes. Usually short essays combined with paragraph writing. So I just recommend to the college that it should not appear as short essay in the transcript, because as I mentioned, it's not expected to be presented at this level. So it could be included as just English essay or advanced essay writing. So it could be because this kind of title that is expected of students who are doing postgraduate studies. So the short essay, actually, any essay falls into three main components. The first component is, now because I have many slides in this presentation, I would like, so if I am to discuss every slide in detail, then the uh, the the recording might not be able to be posted or shared on any social media. For that reason, I'll try to make to skip some slides and discuss certain points in or some slide. I'll try to discuss certain ideas that are presented in some slides, but generally I'll try to make it quick so that it could be shared on WhatsApp. So generally, this is something that is known for all people doing English, that the essay falls into three main components. And these components are the introduction, then the paragraphs, and the conclusion. So a short essay could be a 4-paragraph essay, could be 3-paragraph essay, in such a way that you can have one in the body paragraph, 2 body paragraphs. But usually you start with introduction and then end it with a conclusion. But the body paragraphs could be 1 or 2, so that you don't have more than 4 paragraphs in an essay. So usually the standard practice in this course would be that we'll try to study 4 paragraphs. So the introduction here, as you see, the introduction consists of 3 components: the hook, in which you try to grab the attention of the reader, and then you give the reader background information about the topic itself, and then you, at the end of the paragraph, you add the thesis statement, which should serve as the basis for what you write in the body paragraphs. Now, in this presentation, the ideas are mine, the organization is mine, but the material has been adopted, and the materials have been adopted from 2 AI tools, which are the Chinese DeepSeek and Google. So these are the 2 AI tools that I use for the material that I use to illustrate the different components of the of the presentation. Now, I would like I've just mentioned that I will just try to make a quick discussion of ideas in different slides. So in the introduction, what I wanted to say in the introduction is that we have these 3 components, and then you have to read through the the slides to know how each one, I mean, for each one, I presented a definition and examples and the types of, say, the hook or the background information or the thesis statement. You will have definition, you have illustration with example that are taken from AI. So here you have the definition of the hook, and in these slides also still it answers the question of why do we need a hook, and you have examples of hook, the types of the types of hook that could be found in different texts. So it's not just limited to a certain type. And of course, here I've included up to 5 types of hook, but of course there can be more than 5 types. But we have 5 types with examples. Now here is the definition of the background information and the reason why we need it. Then still we have a definition of the background information. Then finally, we have also examples taken from AI to illustrate how background information is written for the same hook that, I mean, here, because I kept the same order of information because I used many examples to illustrate the hook, and then I used one of these examples to be the basis for what was background information. So the the hook that I use here is nearly 70% of the students reported they had performed well in the writing examination. Now I use this same hook in order to be the basis for the background information. So also here we have 4 types of background information that can be added to the hook. Then the last component, the thesis statements. Also we have a number of points here illustrating thesis statements. And finally, in this sentence, the blue sentence is the same hook that we used earlier, followed by one of the background information that we used to illustrate this concept. So both components were used to be the basis for what to include in the thesis statement. So we have 4 different types. You can choose anyone in order to complete the first 2 components, so that your background consists of three components: the hook, the background information, and the thesis statement. So upon illustrating the 3 components, then we have an introduction. Then you have to answer the question is, what is the purpose of the introduction? Why do we need an introductory paragraph? And the slides that come tell us more about the reason why we have introduction for our essays. So it's something you have to read for yourself. So here, all the points here are intended to answer one central question about the purpose